Boy, 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 boy. Boom, 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 boom. What's up, Insomniacs? Your boy Frankie D here, welcoming you to another edition of Insomnia Movie Reviews. Today, we're tackling the movie Me Before You. Now, this movie stars Emilia Clarke and Sam Claflin as Louisa Clarke and Will Turner, the two that fall in love in this story. It is based on a novel, so let me just give you a quick rundown if you haven't read or seen the movie yet. Louisa Clarke and Will Turner become the unlikely couple in this movie because Louisa is hired as Will Turner's caregiver. She comes in day after day with a sunny disposition and a cheery smile, only to be greeted by the negative attitude of Mr. Will Turner. Now, for those of you that don't know, Will Turner is confined to a wheelchair. He was paralyzed due to a motorcycle accident. He was not driving the motorcycle, a motorcycle hit him, which severed parts of his spinal cord. We see Louisa on a hunt for a job after the cafe she'd been working at for 6 years closes down. She goes to a job center in the local area and they find a caregiver job for her that doesn't require any experience and pays very well. This is because she needs to support her family in a time of need. The father isn't working, the sister wants to go off back to college, typical family issues. Louisa and Will meet. Their relationship starts off very rocky until the one day where she does something that nobody has done in over 2 years. She treats Will. Now this sparks sort of an interest that Will has in Louisa, and he's gonna do his best to try to invoke some sort of life into her. As the movie progresses, we see Louisa fall in love with him more and more as each day passes. Her sunny disposition and cheery smile really start to melt the cold stone that is Will Turner's heart. He then ends up falling in love with her as well, and then the love is mutual. That's a beautiful thing. I do have to mention, there was one section of this movie that I thought really missed the mark. Now, we've been watching it up to a certain point. They tried their very best to build this relationship between Will and Louisa, and at the climax moment of the film when they finally profess the love for each other, when we reach the climax moment of their relationship, the film just really brushes over it. We only get to live in the climax for a few seconds before it is dashed away. This moment is what I think keeps the movie in the good level rather than the great level. Otherwise, you have a really great story about love and the conquering of one's fears when entering a new relationship. I don't want to go too much further into it because I will give some things away. I will say this though, the way they handle the assisted suicide aspect of this movie is very admirable. It's not a topic most people are comfortable talking about, and I know there is some backlash, but you can't just take that at face level. You need to see the movie to really understand why this particular case is different. I don't want to say too much more because then I'll be taking a grandstand on something that I really don't know a whole lot about, but from my point of view, I thought it was handled very well. Now, if you know Insomnia Movie Reviews, you know we're going to talk about some stomach magic. For you new people here, stomach magic is the thing in the movie that really gets my stomach curling and when I start talking about it. The stomach magic I find in this movie is really just the love story between Louisa and Will. How somebody can go from despising another human being to falling in love is so beautiful, and I loved every second of it. But now I have to bring my friend Maverick Walker back for another edition of Maverick's Corner. What's up, Internet? This is your boy Maverick Walker, thanking you for allowing me to give my 2 cents on this movie. Me Before You is about a handicapped boy that falls in love with the girl that he'd never really get in real life. He had a life once, didn't anymore, then they fall in love. I do have to say one thing. Old Maverick here did get a little emotional and teary-eyed when they finally kissed for the first time, but I loved this film. I'm crying just thinking about it. It was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Wow, thank you, Maverick. That was really nice. Now, my final thoughts on this film are, I really enjoyed it. The love story, I was sucked right in. The storytelling was really well, and the actors handled the subject matter very well. This isn't a great film by any stretch of the imagination, but it's a very solid romantic film that you will not want to miss. So now I have to ask the question, Mr. Frank, how many Franks would you give this movie out of 5?
I'll give this movie 3.5 out of 5 francs.
You heard it here, 3.5 out of 5 francs. But these dogs do have onions on them, so don't forget the tissues, boys, for your girls are gonna cry your eyes out, and so are you. So that's my review on Me Before You. Hey, that was a rhyme. If you like this video, please hit that like button, leave a comment down below about what movie you'd like me to review next, and hey, don't forget to share this movie with your friends, co-workers, enemies, I don't care, as long as I can get the name of Insomnia Movie Reviews out there. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I don't know about you night owls, but this Insomniac's gonna try to get some sleep. Have a good night, guys.